సౌండ్ సౌండ్ పెంచండి. Good evening, guys, and online students. Am I audible? Online students. Okay. Okay. The last people. Is it okay for you? Voice is clear? Okay. So, guys, here yesterday we started the first session of your Oracle. Okay. And now we can see the yesterday session. Okay. So, in yesterday's session, water bottle. Okay. We've taken some information about the Oracle. Okay, some sounds sound. Huh? Okay, now listen, guys. So yesterday we started our first session about your Oracle, and we taken out some information about the Oracle and Oracle, exactly what it is and who was introduced to this Oracle software and when it was introduced here, and what is the main purpose of Oracle. Means we can say like we are using for to store our information or data, and whatever the information we are storing here, that was permanently we are storing. It means that we are storing under hard disk. Okay, now, and storage is not only okay, not only storage purpose. Along with storages, we are providing some security also, and that kind of security we can provide by using of what now databases. And later we said, okay, when we need to go for to deploy your database softwares, especially in Oracle, okay, if you want to deploy this, what it was happen, we need required some platforms. And what kind of platforms are supported by your Oracle? And before you want to know about it, so what we discussed in yesterday, what is platform? And the platform, again, how many types it was classified here, and what are those, okay, that we discuss. And simply we can say like a platform is nothing but it is a combination of a operating system and microprocessors. So this combination we called as one platform. That's called one environment we called. Okay, now one place we called. Okay. And these are again two types, independent and dependency. So independent, we said that our application will be supporting to run or execute in any operating system. So that kind of applications are called as your platform independent. And now these are all are comes under platform independent, because nowadays almost every technology maximum it will be platform independent nature. Okay, na? So like Oracle, Java, SQL Server, MySQL, okay, your Python, .NET Core, these are all are comes under the best examples of your platform independent. And later platform dependent. What is the mean by dependent? Means your application in which operating system are you developed in the same operating system, it will be work. So suppose, are you developing one application in Windows, and that application, whenever I need to run, then I should go for Windows only. Okay. But other operating systems, I cannot run it. Okay. So like you have here COBOL, Pascals, and C, C++. These are the platform dependent. So where your C application is developed, where your C++ application was developed, okay, in the same environment, in the same platform, your applications can be run. Okay. So that kind of dependency was there. That's why we called as it is a dependent applications we called. Okay. And these are the best examples of a platform dependent. Okay. And later on, we discuss about versions. Okay. And we know that now we are learning Oracle 19c version. But 19c before, there are so many different types of versions was introduced by Oracle Corporation people. Okay, now, so what kind of versions? What are those from 0.1 to the latest 19c and very latest 21c? Okay, now, so up to there we have here, and later we discussed yesterday. I was explaining to you each and every version, what kind of features are introducing by your Oracle Corporation people, and what are those, that all we list out in yesterday's session. So up to 19c we are discussed. Okay, now, right? And the very latest version, we said Oracle 21c. Present, this is not in the running mode. Okay, still maybe it was using by only the small scale industries, otherwise startup companies, they're using this 21c version for their demo levels. Okay, no? So, but in projects levels, they didn't use it as of now 21c. Okay, no? So as of now, we have only Oracle 19c only. And even though Oracle 19c also, some companies are still not using. Okay, if you want to give example, in my company, in Samyuta Info Solutions, in our company, we are using Oracle 12c only. So still, we are not going to be 18c and 19c, but still our projects, we are going to be working on okay, 12c on. Okay, we are working on 12c. Okay, so that's why latest versions, when it was come and used in real time, maybe it will take some time. And why, sir? What is the reason behind this? Means there are so many reasons are there behind. Okay, na? Like a client will not accept it. Client will not going to be take risk factors. Okay, because client will investing the crores of money, and maybe that the company was not having the power, manpower is not there on latest versions. So there are so many financials and so many some technicals issues are there. They didn't use your latest version. So it will take some time, and the people will take the feedback from the students, okay, from the professors. They will take a feedback how this software is working, what kind of features are there, these features are any advantages are there. So this kind of analysis they will do it, and after that they started to use in the major projects. Okay, no? So that is the reason then 21c very rare, you didn't see in the real time, but 19c lead, what we can say, from the last 2 years onwards, some startup companies are they're using 21c, sorry, 19c projects. Okay, now, so these are the versions what we discussed in the yesterday session, right? Now, and today this is very important class today. Okay, so complete we will discuss about client server architecture and how we need to work with the Oracle. So whenever you want to work with Oracle, what kind of things are very important for us? And once you want to install your Oracle software, what kind of things internally is going to be happen? Okay, so these are all the internal architecture and internal process. If you understand what it was going to be happen, then you can easily understand that data, how it will be processed, and data, how it was processing, how the data can be storing into my databases. Okay, what exactly mean by database, where it was, how to create. So this kind of things you can easily understand that. Okay, now today take the session number 2. What's the date today? 13, huh? Okay. Right. And take the side reading. Take the side reading. Working with Oracle. Working with Oracle. So when we want to work with Oracle guys here, first I said already yesterday, we need to deploy your software. The deployment is nothing but installation process. Okay, first you need to install. But once I install my software internally, what kind of components are installed in my system? Okay, now, so maybe everyone knows that, yeah, my software was installed successfully, but internally what it was happened, nobody knows. Okay, now, so that internal process, if you understand, then you can understand that how the data can be stored. Okay, now, so now here also same thing. Whenever we want to install your Oracle software, there are two components are automatically installed in your system. That means these two components are already inbuilt in your software. And these components purpose, I don't want it to install separately. Okay, so once we installing Oracle software, along with software, there are two components are going to be installed. Okay, and those components are what, sir? Okay, that components we called as a client component and a server component. So client and server. So these are the two components are inbuilt in your software. Once that software I installed, automatically these two components also installing. The point clear now? So now below write down. So when we install Oracle software, internally two components are installed. Internally two components are installed in system automatically. So internally two components are installed in the system automatically. Okay, now what is those? First one we called as here Oracle client component, and second one we called as here Oracle server component. Oracle client component and Oracle server component. Okay, now, so in this server component and client component, what it will be do? Okay, now let me see. The first we will discuss about Oracle client. So the client responsibility. Okay, this component. Okay, what it will do internally? What kind of operations will take by client component? Okay, now, and these client component, who will use it? Okay, so that information we will discuss here. Basically, this client tool or client component will be perform three kind of operations purpose users will be using. Okay, now the first thing is, before I want to work on Oracle database, first we need to connect it to my Oracle server. So first connectivity I need to establish. How I can establish from your client to server means by using of this client tool I'm going to using to establishment of connectivity. So once your Oracle server connectivity, okay, once it was successfully established here, then user can send their request to my Oracle server. So then only the user has a chance to sending your request. If your connection was not established here, then user can't send the request to Oracle server. So that's why first establishment and second sending your request. After sending your request, definitely every server will do. There are internal processes. What now? Client request will take, process and send back to client. That is called a response. So the response, whatever the Oracle server is sending back to your user, that response also I'm going to getting with the help of what now? SQL or with the help of what now? Oracle client. So the client will perform how many operations? 3 operations. Establishment of connectivity, sending request, and getting response. So these are the 3 kind of things when we want to interact with your Oracle database servers. Definitely you should use a client. Okay, now write down. This client tool is used to perform the following 3 operations. Okay. First one, step number 1. So first what we want to do, you need to establish a connect. Okay. So user can connect to Oracle server. This is one. Okay. First step. Step number 2, user can send request to Oracle server. And the next one we called as step number 3. Okay. User can get response from Oracle server. Okay, so these are the 3 operations we can do with the help of what now? Oracle client. And these Oracle client tools, what kind of tools are available in the market? Okay, whenever you want to interacting to your Oracle database, there is very most and very popular client tool is called as what now? SQL Plus. It is one of the client tool we can use when we want to perform these 3 operations on database, Oracle database. And next one we have here, third. This is one more client tool. Okay, this client tool is also using by some people when they want to work on Oracle. And now the next one is called as a SQL developer. This is one more client tool, even though I can use when we want to interacting with the Oracle database. So like there are 3 types of client tools, and these are very famous tools in real time that people are using. Okay. But your thing is, suppose you have a doubt and you will be asking like this, sir, these are the client tools. Okay, we understand that. But sir, in this client tool, which one is using in real time? Okay, maybe some people have this kind of doubt. But one thing should be remembered. Okay, which tool the people was using in real time, no one can say. Because I can't say that every IT industry, they must be use a SQL Plus. I can't say everyone they should use a third. I can't say everyone they want to use a SQL developer. So I can't give it a statement like that. You must be use this tool only. Okay, that kind of statements we can't give it. Why? Because it's depending on their choice. It's depending on their choice. So some companies are using SQL Plus. Some companies are using third. Some companies are using SQL developer. So as per their choice, as per the client choice or their choice, they can use any kind of a tool. Yeah, just a tool. It is just a tool, but through that tool, whatever we are sending the request is always in the form of SQL language. Okay, na? So that means either you are practicing on SQL Plus, on third, on SQL developer, it's none of the matter. Why? Because it's just like a editor. It's just like a editors. But whatever the query we are writing, whatever the programs we are writing, everything will be same. That's why in first day I said, SQL is the common language of any database. Understand? Na? Oracle is having SQL. SQL Server is also having SQL. MySQL is also having SQL. Okay, but the difference is what I said, based on the tool, Oracle tool, SQL Server tool, MySQL tool. Based on the tool, their futures will be changed. And I said 80% of SQL is common for any database in real time. Remaining 20% is only change as per the tool. Okay, na? So if it is an Oracle, so 20% is different. If it is a MySQL, 20% is different. If it is SQL Server, 20% is different. But almost 80% of concepts, queries, syntaxes, everything will be same. Okay, na? So that's why here, which type of tool are you using? It's none of the matter. Okay, but you will do it with same language SQL. So you will do it same language SQL through only you're connecting, SQL through only you're sending your request, and SQL through only you're getting a response. Okay, na? But this is just editors or tools. For simple example, I want to tell you to easily understand this thing. For example, your Java is there. I'm taking Java example. Java programs, can I write? Okay, what kind of editors you are using for writing Java programs? Eclipse, can I use? My Eclipse, yes. Notepad, NetBeans, yes. These many things are you using. These are called as a IDE or else editors. We can use like a editors also. There are 4 different editors you're using for your Java. So your editors are changed, but Java is same. Language is same. Yes. Okay, Java is only one and only one language. Okay, but the language programming code we are writing under different IDs, different editors. Even though you know that Notepad is also editor. Can I write Java program in Notepad? Yes. So yeah, the point is what now? We have so many facilities to write our programs. Okay, na? But the program I'm writing by using only one language. Same as here also. SQL plus Toad SQL developer. These are different editors, different tools. But writing language is what? SQL is a common language. Understand na? But here in our classes, I'm using SQL plus mostly. Why, sir? Why are you using SQL plus means? Because this is a teaching as well as learning. Understand na? So when we go for teaching and learning, when we want to teach on SQL plus, when we want to learn on SQL plus, you will get a coding skills. That means SQL plus is completely CUI based environment. CUI. It means character user interface. Okay, now. So character user interfaces, advantage of the users or learners, what it is mean, each and everything I should write in the programming level. So here there is no like a GUI facilities. GUI means graphical user interfaces. So graphical user interfaces means what now? Already your code is existing. That code just I'm copy paste. Okay, na? So that kind of facilities you can see in your Java and in .NET. So when you're typing your programming code, some intelligence boxes are displayed. In that intelligence box, you have all class names, class libraries, methods, everything will be existing. That's called a predefined. So those things are you are just copy paste into your program. The type of intelligence facility was there in your environment. That kind of environments are called as a graphical user interfaces. So here Toad and SQL developer, these two tools are comes under GUI, graphical user interface. So in this tool, advantage is what now? When I'm writing select, that means S character, if I type that S character related methods, related class names, related properties, everything will be showing in the list box. And in that, what you required that you just copy. So that kind of facilities are there in the GUI. And especially that's why .NET, the people saying that .NET is very easy. Why the people saying .NET is very easy means everything is a inbuilt code. The .NET developer, they didn't write any code. Just they're typing, automatically code will be coming to you. So that's why it was very easy. The people are saying like that. Okay, but here Toad and SQL developers will be working like this because of these two tools are supporting GUI facilities. So whenever you are a learner, don't go initially GUI. If you go to initially GUI, what it was happen, you didn't get your skills. That means your skills not improved, because every query is a inbuilt copy paste, means there is no use of that. Okay, that's why in Amirpet, maybe I think everyone they are using what now? SQL Plus. And myself also I'm using SQL Plus because it's a completely CUI. Each and everything, if I remember in my brain, then only I can write a query. Then only I can write a program. Then only I can write a logic. Yes or no? If I forgot, it means my work will be stopped. So that's why on this type of platform, if you practice, if you work now, automatically coding skills are improved. And this is very, very help you at the level of interviews. Okay, now that's why initially I'm requesting to all of you. So don't go for these two things. Understand now? Don't go for these two things. Maybe somebody for their easiness purpose they're using, but initially don't go for easiness. Go for tough. If toughest thing if you handle in your life, remaining all are you can handle it. Okay, now? So that's why my first priority in my classes, each and everything I will show you with writing a code only. I'm not any copy paste here. I'm not using any drag and drops here. Everything I can go to write in the programming or in the syntactical wise. So in that cases, SQL Plus is very, very help us. That's why this is called a CUI. There is no GUI facilities in SQL Plus. I will show you. Don't worry. Okay, this is client components and the client component responsibility. Okay, and what is the next one? Server component. Oracle server component. So Oracle server component, this component responsibility is what, sir? Okay, now you can see. In this server level or server component, again your Oracle server component is again having internally two more subcomponents are there. How many components again? Two more. And those components are called as a instance and database. How many components? Two subcomponents. One is the instance, one is a database. So what is instance and what is database? How these two subcomponents are managing by your Oracle server internally. Okay, now let me see now. Write down. Oracle server, Oracle server component is having two more subcomponents. Two more subcomponents. Those are first one we called as what now? Instance. And second one is called as what now? Database. Okay. And these instance and database, what it is exactly? First, we will go for the meaning of these two things. Then I will show you the internal architecture. Okay. Right. So instance is called as, guys, here. It is a temporary memory. It is a temporary memory. And for this component purpose, the memory, whatever it was allocating by the system at the time of installation, that memory is allocating from RAM. From where it is allocating? RAM. So we all of you know RAM is a temporary memory or temporary storage. So your instance component memory is also allocating by the system from a RAM. That's why in this component, whatever the data I am storing here, the data just a temporary storage. Understand na? The data just a temporary storage. Okay na? Because of reason, your data is going to be storing under RAM location. Okay, that is what instance. But sir, we wanted temporary storage or permanent storage? Permanent storage. That permanent storage component is called as what now? Database. Okay, now that is called a database. Why, sir? Why? Because this component memory is allocating by the system, not from RAM, allocating from hard disk, ROM. From where it is? Hard disk. So hard disk, we all of you know, that is a permanent storage. This is the differences of in between instance and database. Right down below. Instance. It is a temporary memory. It is a temporary memory because this component memory is allocating by system from RAM. Okay, next one. It is a temporary storage. It is a temporary storage. Okay, right. This is instance. Whereas come to database. The database component, what do you want to say? It is a permanent memory. It is a permanent memory allocating by the system, from what it is here? Hard disk. From hard disk, it was allocated. It's nothing but you can take a ROM. It's nothing but ROM. And now, what you want to say? It is a permanent storage. It is a permanent storage. Okay, now you can see. So now these are the two components will be having under server. Okay, and now you just check it out. Client and server. These two components, how it was internally work. Okay, let me go and check one small diagram I will show you. And if I go for diagrammatical explanation, then you will get easily understand what is what. Okay. So this is the internal, okay, client and server interactions, how it was going to be happen. So carefully observe. So here the two things are there. So client and server. So first client, okay, the who will use this client tool means users. And there are so many things are there: SQL plus Toad, SQL developer, PLSQL developer, SQL navigators. These are all are comes under, okay, client tools. But in this PLSQL developer, SQL navigators are very oldest and present there are outdated. Okay, na? So that's why that points I'm not giving in the notes. But in the diagram, I will give it as. So now here, see, so user, when he want to interacting to your Oracle server, okay, and direct communication user to server is not going to be happen. So now I must be use some client tools. And here, these are the client tool. Any one client tool you can use for working or interacting to your Oracle. So what I can do with this client tool, I already explained to you, there are 3 steps we need to follow. So with the client tool, first thing, what I'm going to do here, what is our first step here? Step number 1, connectivity. Step number 1, we are going to be connect. So connect to my Oracle server. Okay, this is our first step. And first I need to connecting to my server. But sir, how I need to connect it to my server? It means that anybody can connect it to server, or else only few people can connect. What you are thinking? Anybody can connect? No. Anybody cannot connecting to your databases. Only those people will connect who are authorized. Who are authorized. Those people only connected. So your connectivity purpose, okay, what we want to use and how to connect, sir. So here immediately, whenever you want to open your Oracle client tool, it may be SQL Plus or Thode or developer, immediately it was asking, enter your user ID. So enter your user ID or username. So here you need to create some user IDs, and some default user is there, that is called as what now? System. Okay, this user ID is how to create, I will show you. Okay. Then after it was asking what now? Password. And some password, whatever you created. So this is the first thing. Okay, with your user ID and password, you will connecting to server. Once your connectivity is successfully done, what is my second step here? My second step is called as a sending request. Step number 2, sending my request. What is the mean by request, sir? A request is nothing but your SQL query. That means when user want to send some request to my database servers can understand your request in the form of a SQL query only. Other than SQL query format, if your request is any other language, like your C language request, C++ language request, Java language request, okay, .NET, Python, if you send your request in these languages, your database server cannot understand. Got it my point now? So it never understand it. That's why whatever the request you need to send your databases, the request must be in the form of SQL query format. So now here carefully observe. One of the requests I'm going to send here. Okay, what is my request, sir? What is my request here? Suppose, are you sending one of the query requests insert? Insert into so-and-so table, TT, sending values, for example. Now I'm sending one value, 1, comma, okay, I'm sending Smith. I'm sending this. So whenever the user is going to be sending this query request from your client tool, okay, after connectivity established, I'm telling. So send this request from your client tool. What it was going to be happen, whatever the data are you sending through this query request, this data will never directly go to database. It's impossible. Okay, na? So in Oracle, what it was happen, every query request and the request through data, whatever we are sending to my database, the data is never directly go to databases. Then what it was happening, sir? It means that every newly inserted data, every newly inserted data will first go to store under instance memory. So that means here it will be stored. Here it will be stored. Okay. And now that means where this data is there present, instance memory is nothing but a RAM memory. Understand na? For example, at this point of time, if developer or programmer or user, he will be exit from your Oracle server. What do you want to do? For example, exit. Exit means log out. I'm just came outside. So whenever I just disconnect to my Oracle or else exit from my Oracle, what it was going to be happen, whatever the data was there in the instance memory, this data automatically vanished. It means destroyed. Okay, because I already said you, this is a temporary storage. Your connection up to how much time is the live connection? That means you are working under server up to 1 hour or 2 hour. as per the time period your data is available. Once you log out, once you exit from the Oracle server, then this instance memory will be vanish. Understand? Na? That's why what you want to do at the time of exit or at the time of log out from your Oracle server, first you have to think whether this data I want to store permanent or not. If it is necessary, definitely I have to store permanent. If it is not necessary, I just leave. Okay, na? So that should be do now. That's why what I'm going to do, suppose this information is important for me, then what I want to do, definitely this data I need to transfer. Where I want to transfer? Permanent storage location. What is our permanent storage location? Database component. So now, then what the people will do, if this data is important for you, then this data move into permanent storage. In which location? Permanent location. Sir, how I can move it this? How I can move it this? It means that there is a one command you must be used. That command is called as a commit. That command is called as what now? Commit. So once you committed, then what it was happen? Then your data successfully stored under database. That means your data will come here. 1 comma Smith. And now here, so your data is not there. Your data is not there. Understand now? Now where it is your data? In database memory. Okay. So once my data successfully committed, it means your data successfully reached to your destination, your database location, then after you can exit. You can exit, you can log out, whatever you can do, but this data will never destroyed. Understand? Na? Because this data already under hard disk memory. So successfully we reached our data into hard disk. So this is what the procedure is going to be happen. Okay, now, and the same way, when you want to read the data from database here, again, we are sending one request. What is the request here? Select query request, select star from so-and-so table. Then again, what it was happened, this request is going to be server. The server will go to database and checking your which table data you wanted, and the data not directly sending to client. It's not happen. It's not happen. Again, what it will do, that data again moving into instance. Again, it will come to your buffer memory, nothing but instance memory. And from there, sending to client application. From there, sending to client application. So this kind of interactions are going to be happen. Okay, let me see. We will go for live. That means practically I will show you. See here, I'm using which one? SQL plus tool. Okay, the software I will give to you. Don't worry. And now we can see when I open this, it same look like a notepad. It's completely white screen. Okay, and now even the black screen is also available. Okay, don't worry. When we are using black screen, sir, your screen is white and my screen is black. Whether it is a difference, so nothing difference. Okay, na? So if you want to change your background, okay, so here you can go. What is this? Icon. SQL plus icon is there. Okay, click here. When you click here, what is this? Properties. When you go for click on properties, and now can you see here some? Okay, the tabs are there. Options, font, layout, colors. So you just go for where? Colors. When you go to colors, what is this? Screen text, screen background, pop-up, and pop-up background. So now if a screen background, you need a white. Then you have to select what now? White color you have to choose. Okay, you want to choose here what now? White color. And can you see I selected white color actually? Okay, na? So it was a little bit confusion. It is selected white color. Suppose if I select here black, okay, what it was? Black was came and put it okay. If you select white, what it is here? White will be come out to you. See this white again, they have some types. So this is the way you can change your background. Okay, na? So and white color, black color, don't think that was your white and my black. No, for subject is important. White color में practice किया है और black color में practice किया है is none of the matter. You are practicing where it is, it's none of the matter. Subject is matter. Understand ना? That's why मत पूछना मेरे को, सर मेरे को white चाहिए, मेरे को black चाहिए. So right. So when I go for to open this, okay, what immediately asking to me? Enter username. See, if I don't have a username and user ID, I can't go for this. Okay. So now first initially some default users I'm showing now. This is just concept understanding purpose, but I will show you how to create ourselves. Okay. Na? Right. What is the default system? System is a username, and this is a default username which was given by Oracle people. Okay. Na? So now, right. What is the password? This password is created by myself, but when I'm creating at the time of installation, that I will show you in the installation time. Okay, na? My password is what now? Tiger. So I enter my password Tiger and connected, and you can see here very clear, na? What is this? Connected to what? Oracle Database 19C Enterprise Edition. Sir, what is Enterprise Edition? Again, I will explain. Don't worry. So now this is what? Connected. But can you see the password is visible? No. For our security reasons. Okay. If I want to show my password, there is some options are there. Leave it that. Come to here. So I successfully connected. So that means my first step is over now. Connecting is over now. What is the second one? Send some request. Before I'm sending the request, I already said to you, object relational databases are storing the data in the format of table. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm creating one sample table. These are all we are discussing in the SQL part. Okay. Don't worry. Don't hurry also. Okay. Test number 300. Serial number, integer data type. Name, I'm taking varchar 2 of some size. These are all we are discussing. Okay. Na? What is integer? What is varchar? What is 10? Okay. Right. So now I was created my table successfully. After created table, careful observe. Now I'm going to sending my insert request. So insert into test number 300. I'm sending, okay, what is this? 1021 is a serial number and the name is what now? Smith. See carefully. I send it. What it was telling to me? One row is created, but this row is created permanent or temporary? Temporary. Okay. And let you call your table test number 300. What it was happen? Data successfully storing, but where it was storing? Under instance. So that means whatever the data was reflecting to us on the screen, this is coming from instance memory, not from database. How can you say, sir? How you can say this is coming from instance, not a database? So simple logic. If you want to understand whether this data coming from instance or database, then what do you want to do? You don't want to do anything here. You just go to close your Oracle application. I just close it. So after closing, again I will go to open now. So again I'm connecting again. What is my username? My username is system. What is my password? Tiger. Okay. I connected. Is it clear? Now, whatever the table I was created early, the table I just call it now, select star from, what is the table name? Test number 300. Now, if your table showing data, then you can confidently say my data permanent. If data is not showing means previously the data is stored temporarily. So now we can see what has happened. No rows. Data is visible. Data showing? No. It was showing that no rows in the table. So that means 1021 Smith. What happened? The data what happened? Destroyed. That means the data is looking from where? Instance memory. It was looking from instance memory. But the same thing can you see? Insert into test number 300 and I'm sending values 1 and I'm giving some name is Ln. And suppose somebody is asking, sir, you are enter capital and now you are enter small case, sir. That's why I'm taking capital only. Now 1 comma Ln. Now I did. I did means this data first where it will go? Instance memory. But I want to store this data permanently. What I want to do? Commit. Now you just go to do commit. Commit is done. After did commit, I just close as it is. I'm closing my application. Okay, now I'm not going to do anything. Just committed, closing. Then after again, you can come back and open your SQL Plus. And same as usual, you just connect with your username system. Password is Tiger. Again, you connected and let you call this. How I can call select a star from test number 300. What do you say? Data is there or not there? There are. Now you can go to see your data is there. So that means this is what? Permanent storage. Okay. So that means finally, as per this diagram, what you understand, guys, here, every newly inserted data, first it will go to instance memory. And from there, if you need to transfer into permanent storage, is nothing but database memory, then you must be do what? Commit. That means if you are not committed, then your data is temporary. Okay, now that's why I'm telling that when you're practicing something, some new data inserted into the table, before exit, you can go to commit and exit. Then only tomorrow the data will show you and you can practice it. Okay, now otherwise data will be destroyed. So these are the client and server, how internally working together. Okay, and your instance and permanent database memories are internally how it was. Got it my point now? So now, will you write down? Okay, take this diagram. Take heading, client server architecture. Client server architecture. Take as it is. Diagram, take it. Last people, is it okay? Diagram? Is it clearer? Or can I change font size? Can I increase the size of diagram? Yes or no? Last people. But say yes or no, yaar. Why are you? What, yaar? Is it clear now? Again, this is the problem. Chance will come na. Okay. Now come to your server. Completed? Okay, now? Now you can come out. So next one is, let me come. So this is your instance and database and server and client. Okay. The next below write down. Take the note point. When a user want to work with Oracle database, there are two steps. There are two steps procedure. Okay. Need to follow. Okay. What is my first one is connect. Second one is called as a communicate. First step number 1. Okay. Connect, and step number 2, communicate. So what are these connect and communicate? Okay, na? Simply I will explain to you. For example, you people, okay, suppose you and your friend was there. Okay, na? Your friend is working in Mumbai and you are working in Hyderabad. But you both are best friends, but as your jobs, you both of you dispatched. Okay, you are working in Hyderabad and your friend is working in Mumbai. Nowadays, whenever we need to communicate, I need to talk to my friend. Generally, we are using what now? Mobiles. So now you have a mobile, you have your friend number, recharge, everything is there. And you just dial your number first of all. Yes or no? So you are dialing the number. When you dial that number, on your mobile screen, anybody identified, there is a one statement will be displayed that is called a calling. Yes or no? Yes, ing. Action is going on. So now, suppose are you calling to your friend? Okay. Your friend is not lift the call. So then what happened? Call is not connected. If call is not connected, can you communicate? No, impossible. So later, after 5 minutes, again you are trying to call. Again you are calling to your friend, and your friend lift the call. When your friend lift the call, on your mobile screen, can you see connected? Anybody observe? Connected. Action is over, completed. So now connected. So after connected, then we started to communication. Two actions are performed now. First, second, communication. Your communication purpose, your connectivity purpose, I'm using one device. Which device? Mobile device I'm using for your connectivity purpose. For communication purpose, what we required? Communication. Now I'm communicating with you. Language. Communication purpose, what we required? Language. Okay. And that language, how it was know means, how it will be there means, you and your friend both are can understand. For example, you are a Telugu person. Your friend is a Hindi person. Your friend doesn't know Telugu. You doesn't know Hindi. What happened? You are sending, you're asking or you're telling some Telugu word. Your friend is not responding properly. क्या बोला है? क्या बोला? अरे ఏంట్రా చెప్పరా? So both are mismatch. So communication is not properly happened. So then if I want to communicate with my friend, the thing is what now? One common language should be there in between these two people. Yes or no? Suppose he doesn't know Telugu, he doesn't know Hindi, but they both of know English. Okay. Then now the both persons are talking in English. Communication is going to happen now? Yes. So that means what you understand, before I need to communicate with other person, we should know that one common language. The which language through, if I'm sending my request to other person, can understand. Okay now? So how generally in our day-to-day life, okay, how you are going to be using mobiles, how we are using language, Telugu, Hindi, English, whatever it was, okay now, as per the two people conversation, okay now, same to same. Here, who need to communicate to whom? User. User need to communicate to whom? Database. Okay now? So first observe, this is X person, this is Y person. Two people. Database is one person, you are one person. So first of all, what should we do? Connect. So now I need to connect, sir. But this connectivity purpose, I required some device, some tool. Okay now? And that tool is called as what now? SQL plus. For SQL plus third or SQL developer, I connected. That's okay. Connection is established. Now user, what you want to do? Second step, communication. For communication purpose, this user is needed some language. Okay now? And now, suppose this user have a good knowledge on C language. But C language understand your database? Nowhere. C++, never. Java, never. Python, never. .NET, never. So your database is not understand these languages. Then which language I need to use? SQL. So now I'm using SQL. SQL. SQL is a language which is used to communicate with the database. Okay na? So clear. So that means when you want to work on your Oracle databases, there is a two steps procedure we need to follow. First, connect. I have SQL plus software, I'm connecting. Second, communication. For what I required? Language. Okay na? But here observe. Here, SQL language, who knows? Database knows. Who doesn't know? That's why you're coming classes. Understand now? Why are you coming classes? How to communicate with my database. But database can understand one and only one language, SQL. So other than SQL language, database cannot understand any language in the world. Okay na? But unfortunately, who doesn't know SQL? User doesn't know. That's why we are learning. If you know SQL language, then you can happily communicate to database. आप डेटाबेस से बात कर सकते हैं, మాట్లాడొచ్చు. So you can do your actions with your database. So now these are the two things we required. And now by seeing of this example, what you want to understand here, SQL plus SQL, both are same or different? Different. Both are not a same. SQL plus is just like a tool or device. Okay na? SQL is a language. So this is the first question. If you go to interviews, the people are asking, what is the differences between SQL plus and SQL? SQL plus and SQL. So there is some differences are there. The differences we will discuss. Understand na? Write down below. First, we have to go for connect and write down. When user want to connect, connect to Oracle server. Oracle server. We need a tool is called as SQL plus. Is called as SQL plus. Second step. Communicate. Communication. Okay. When user want to communicate with database, we need a language. Is called as what is now SQL. Okay. Then the question will come to you, what now? What is the differences between SQL plus and SQL? Okay. And before that, okay, you just take a small diagram here. Take this diagram. Okay, complete. So this is a small diagram to understand about connectivity and communications. And tomorrow I will start it here. First, I will show you how to connect. And before connectivity, tomorrow class very important for you. I'm showing installation. Okay, na? Oracle software, how to install in your computers and how to download your software. The both process I will show you. After successful installation is over, then I will show you how to connect. Then after we started what now? Communications. Is it clear all of you now? Today class is clear? Come on. Oh, right, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.